So in this one we're going to make menus. Okay, I've already made a few stuff. I have a new scene and we're actually going to I think I need to disable one more thing. My camera, let's close the image effect. Okay, so I have two scenes right now. I have the main menu and the test scene, or well, the game scene, which we're going to be playing. For the main menu, I do have one more camera because I actually want to have the image effect, so it will look something like this. Okay, I'm closing it now. No need to make the video size much longer. Okay, and yeah, I do have a camera. I do have a new canvas, which is on screen space camera, as you can see. This will be the main menu. I do have a few more scenes. For example, I have credits and I have a text object that's going to show when you click versus. We're all going to see that in a bit. Okay, and we should bring a few of these references with us inside the main menu. Now, let's take a look. Actually, I think the UI manager can sit there, it doesn't matter. And we have the game manager. And probably we can take the input handler player one with us as well. Although I believe, let's see. Okay, let's play this a little bit safer. I guess no. Let's take this one with us. Yeah, no. Never mind that. Let's create a new script. Let's call this main menu manager. Since everything is working at this point, no need to try and hack things together. Let's close some of this or a lot of this. Actually, let's just close everything and let's leave the main menu manager. Delete this for now. Namespace. Say. Okay. I think we're going to. No, we're actually not going to need any of that. Game object, main menu. Public game object. Credits. Public game object. Not more. Versus object. Okay, let's bring the UI, the namespace I mean. Delete that. So on start, we want, of course, credits set active false, just in case. Versus object set active false, and main menu set active to true. We do have transform, which is going to be our selector, and we want to have a list of transforms, main menu buttons, and integer index. And actually this doesn't need to be a list, it can be a simple array. Okay, then void update, leave that over there, and we can say public void place indicator index I, index equals I if index is greater than, actually no, let's just do it directly, place indicator. And because we are using screen space camera, I think we could be get away with just saying transform selector transform position equals main menu buttons I and dot transform dot position place indicator 0. Actually, let's try with 1, just so that we know that it's playing. Let's create an empty game object, main, menu, manager. Bring this above. Main menu manager. We have main menu, credits, versus object, index. Let's assign this to 0. Let's add the buttons, which is under our grid. We just add them in order. If you want to rename them, well, actually we should rename them. Let's say versus. We might add more in the future, but this 3 is going to do. Okay, versus credit more. Let's see. And we want, of course, the selector or indicator. Let's rename this with selector. Let's hit play, and if it plays correct, then it should move down to the credits, which it does, but we need, I think we need to fix a little bit the selector. Maybe move the image a little bit above. Let's try it again. Oh, actually no. Selector, select. Let's maybe place it somewhere over here. Copy component, paste component values. Then let's go change this into 0. Okay, so float. Let's see. Oops. Float horizontal, or actually we can just do bool up input dot get button, get button. Let's bring our input handler. Okay, we have the up and down and all that. Let's find them. Where is the get input? Up and down. Bool up, bool down. There's no combine input, so just take the combine input from here. It just adds the player input, so you know this can be U and this can be D. If up index plus plus, if index is greater than the main menu buttons dot length index equals 0. The above one should be -1, and yeah, that will be correct. If down index minus minus, if index is lower than 0, index should be main menu buttons dot length -1, and of course place indicator index place indicator index. Okay, this will be yeah, I'm trying to think a little bit. Let's encapsulate all of this. Void selector movement main. Okay. Let's create an enum. I want to create public enum phases, intro, main, credits, versus. I think these four should do. And there's also more, but we're probably not going to need it as a phase. So on start, public phase, current phase, then we can do public void change phase, phase switch p. Okay, I actually want to add one more thing, which is public game object intro text, and intro text. Okay, selector movement. So let's remove all of this as well. Let's drop this down onto the main. Let's say intro text set active false. Take all of this then on intro. Let's also do selector set active dot game object set active true. This will be false. Selector game object set active false. Intro text set active true. Let's go and create the intro text. I need to break this, and yeah, we need to break this apart, or just bring the logo above, I guess. Let's see. We have the main menu manager, which is here. Let's drag the buttons over here, and let's close this. Actually, let's copy this, put it outside. That and say intro text. Let's visualize it. We need this to be higher up. Let's change this, set this on down here. Let's maybe put it right in the center. No, that's not good. And let's just write press V or I to start. Well, it needs a little bit more love, but whatever. Okay. It's not on the center, so maybe change that. Let's see. Yeah, that's more closely to the center. Main menu manager, let's take the intro text, leave it over here. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Okay. Then, inside the update, We're going to do another switch. We're going to say, oops, current phase on the main. On the intro, you're just going to say bool input dot get button. Yeah, I actually forgot the name. Let's see what we do over here. Fire 1, fire 2. Get button either fire 1 or input get button fire 1 1. Okay, which is the player input. Actually, let's check the inputs just to be safe. Horizontal 1. Okay, fire 1 and fire 1 1. So if input, then change phase, phases dot main. However, let's do float time since start, and let's say if time dot time since startup, real time since startup minus time since start is greater than 0.5, time since startup will be time and let's get the selector dot game object dot set active selector dot game, not selector, intro text set active intro text dot is active in hierarchy. We actually want the opposite of this. Okay, so this will make it flash. Let's do the same for the selector game object selector game object okay, and inside the selector movement I actually want to also say get button or input dot get button u1 d1. Minimize. Let's unload this scene, we don't need it. Let's see. Everything should be working fine, probably. The I works, the V doesn't work. Change phases to main. Oh yeah, change phase should now be current phase equals P. Set active, main set active, intro text set active false. Okay. Actually, I think it was C, not V. Yeah, it's C. And this is way too fast, so we're going to do input get button down, and let's change the name to C over here. Yeah, our inputs don't work properly. Selector, maybe let's try with get button up. This will have worked since it's inside the update. And I think this can be a little bit smaller. The selector doesn't close. Oh, because on start we should changing the phase when we start. Change phase into intro. Hit play. Yeah, that's too frantic. Let's see. Well, okay, let's leave it at 0.5. Whatever, it's not really that bad. Yeah, it doesn't work that nice. And we're actually moving the opposite way. So this should be selector movement main. This will be the opposite. Down, up, and don't really like this. But we don't have that much of a choice, so okay, let's make this with horizontal instead, and then change float horizontal input dot get axis horizontal bool down equals lower than 0.5 and bool up equals or higher than 0.5f, bool down, bool up, and if down, no, what am I doing? Okay, delete that, and I actually want to change the if down and not down, not down equals true if up and not equals up equals true, and down here if not up equals false, if not down underscore down equals false. And not surprisingly, this doesn't actually work. Oh, come on. Oh, we're using horizontal, we should be using vertical. Yeah. And this will be 1F. Okay. Vertical, and let's rename this to vert. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do we even keep the vertical? Yeah, we actually don't have the vertical, so there is that. We do have it, but it's from the controller. So let's just add one more. Change it to SW. Let's also add the alternative up, negative down arrow, down, up. So we'll have them. Okay, now it works kinda like it should. Let's slow it down a bit and say 0.5. Okay, now it works. I think I don't like the selector popping like that because it kind of makes it like it has issues. So let's remove all of that. Okay, then let's also add public transfer credits back. So if you are on the credit scene, selector dot transfer dot it's already transfer dot position will be credits dot transform dot position, not credits, credits back. It's already transform as well. Okay, then take this. Actually, let's just drop this one in here. Take that from here, put it in the intro. From the main, we should select, we'll write something more. Change face back to main if you are in the credit scene. Then say public void select button main menu. Integer I switch I. First one is versus case. So case 0 is going to be change phase to versus. Case 1 is change phase to phases dot credits, and case 2 is going to be, it's actually not going to open a new phase, it's going to open a web, a URL. So let's leave that over there. Say select button main, index. Okay, let's try this. We actually not even moving for some reason. Oh, yeah, if input. Yeah, it takes it as multiple. So let's say bool, or let's just make this get button up and be done with this. Get button up, get button up, hit play. Okay, so for example, we have credits in. We haven't assigned the credits back, and is inside my credits in. I think it's the button. Drag that over here. See. What did we miss? Okay. Credits in, when we are changing credits, then when we are changing to credits, take all of this, turn everything to false except the credits. Okay, we do need to do one more thing. We also need the entire main. We have, let's rename this into menu buttons. Let's rename this into main menu. So changing faces, main menu set active to true, yes. Main set active to true, yes. Credits set active to true, false. Let's go and reassign them. Main menu buttons should be now under the grid, and main menu should be the first one. Let's try. Credits, okay, credits, whatever, and remove that. The selector now should also be open. So credits, selector, change this to true. And since we're here, let's take all the versus and say false and false. And there's going to be more over here. but we'll fix that as well. Okay, credits, more versus, and we open the text. The text needs a little bit more stuff, so don't worry. So let's say we have public rect offset text cover. Let's leave that over here and let's collapse everything. I actually know what I want to do, so don't worry. I enumerator, actually no, let's say void start game. I enumerator game routine. Here return new, wait for seconds. Well, let's wait 3 seconds. So start game, start coroutine, game routine. Start game, and then on change phase we come over here and say start game. So we're first going to load this. I want to say text cover, so also on the change phase. Yeah, this is slightly horrible, as you can see, so maybe let's write this a little bit cleaner. Void close all. And actually no, I wanted to do a copy, change all this to false, then when you're changing a phase just close everything, just keep the ones you want open in here. Close this as well. Okay, much more smaller. Start game. Before you start the game, vector 2 size, vector 2.0, text cover dot actually size dot y equals text cover dot size, no size, rect cover, why is this a rectangle offset? This will be a rectangle transform. God damn it. Text cover dot size delta dot y, then text cover size delta should be the new size. Okay, then text cover size delta, actually let's copy all of this, and inside this game routine we're going to say size, take the first one on the size delta, if size dot x is lower than, actually no, this needs a while size dot x is lower than, I think it should be 250, we'll see, this will change, then you'll return null, size dot x plus 15, or maybe even 25. Okay, says delta. After that, wait 3 seconds. Okay, let's check the numbers. We have I have on my text object, I have a text, and I also have a cover, because if I use the image mask, so for example I have this, which is a quote from the movie, and I have a cover, which is this. If I use the mask, then when enabling the image effect, it doesn't work with masks for some reason, with masks that are on the screen space. So I don't know why that is, but the other way around is basically change the width. This is the width we should be looking for, lower than this, and this can be 100. Let's go with 100. Okay, so basically we're going to be doing this thing pretty fast. And yeah, we actually need this to be the opposite way. So we need this to be minus and x for as long as x is higher than 0. And it's going to be closing. Now we also want to play an audio, which will be over here. This is a singleton, yeah. Let's collapse everything. Let's see, let's say play ambient, play footstep, play effects. Let's use that. So let's say routine audio manager singleton dot play effects. I'm going to call this insult, I know the name, and I'm just going to say true, whatever. Then it's going to play that, then it's going to wait 2 seconds, and it's going to go and say audio manager singleton dot play. We actually need to add one more thing, which is play music. So let's go do that. Public void play music string ID, public audio source music. Let's add public float music offset to be at something at 0.2. I think this will be even lower, maybe 0.3. And let's say, let's copy all of this, and instead of ambient say music. Come on, music, then when changing volume, music dot volume equals volume minus music offset. Then back again, audio manager play music. There's only one intro, so I'm just going to say there's only one music, so I'm going to say play music. Then here return new. Let's just wait for 1 second, and then here return. Actually, we need the scene manager. Using Unity engine dot scene management then yield return new not new, you return scene manager dot load scene. Actually, let's load scene as sync, test scene. We wrote something wrong. Load scene as sync. Test scene. Load scene mode dot single. Okay, one small addition. Actually, we can just do this over here and say on the awake, don't destroy on load, don't destroy on load this dot game object. Close that. Then let's go into our audio. Let's add two more. So this will be 14. I have my insult. Let's rename this cleverly, such as music. Okay. Close that. I hit play, but I probably need to assign a few more things. For example, on our audio manager, we needed to assign the music. I'm just going to take one of the music. Actually, I'm just going to copy paste this, call this music. No need to change anything else. Audio manager, then drag it over here. AB and offset, let's make AB and offset 0.3, music offset 0.2. Let's hit play. Press C. And we have an error. Text cover, we forgot to assign the text cover. Main menu manager. Text cover is a good idea. What is it? Main menu manager. Text, oops. Cover should be over here. Let's close this then. Save, clear. Hit play. Well, the cover doesn't work at all, as you saw. And here we have close the camera. Yeah, it kinda comes and goes, I guess. Let's say the compressor load, the compressor load, yeah. Force to mono, load in background. Hit apply. Let's also add a few more things. For example, let's go over here and say this will have played before that. This didn't work at all for whatever reason. Oh yeah, that's why. This might be a bad idea. Anyway, before we see if that crashes or not, let's do something else. Let's say play effects. When you are actually pressing an input, which will be inside the update, let's find one of the audios. We have the two whooshes. Let's see which one sounds nice. This sounds nice when we are moving, so let's not use a whoosh. Let's find one. Let's see one of the other ones. Okay, so it's not a whoosh. Let's do one of the hits. Okay. let's do H1, which I believe it's also H1. Okay, H1 and was 1 and 2. So H1, take this from over here and let's go place this down here as well and place this here as well. H1, H1, okay. Then when we are moving up and down, if you are moving down, who's 1, play this on the other one and play effects on up, let's say who's 2 on the second player. Okay, let's try this now. Something stacks, as you can see in the background, which is super annoying. And I don't know why that is. Like the camera is not getting redder. We've written something wrong. This will be without the H. Because it was playing the ambient, which of course we don't want the ambient.
You have insulted me!
Okay, so let's say that when you're changing, yeah, I think I know what it is. Change face versus text object versus object. Set active, set this to true. Okay. Let's try this.
You have insulted me!
Okay, starts the game. Then on our test scene, let's enable it. Enable the canvas. Enable the camera handler. Let's delete these two. We don't need them anymore. And just unload the scene. And it should be fine. It shouldn't have any issues.
You have insulted me!
Okay, and we have also sound, stuff like that. We should put some on the, when moving over here, some sound at least. Which is super cool. Okay, awesome. So this is coming along into an actual game. Now, let's do, I think we have to do something with the, with this. Let's make this 5 and let's see how slow this is going to get. Unless, yeah, it's actually not going to get slow. It was happening immediately. Because on change face, okay, we are changing this to 0, so we don't need any of this. Come on, delete that, minimize, hit play. And now that we work the entire game, or the entire of this video, into a black screen, yeah, I'm recording into an hour and I only have the file size of the video is only 400 megabytes, so this is cool, but unfortunately we can't do this always. So anyway, okay, versus,
You have insulted me!
it's still too fast. As you can see, this is the details you need to get just right. Okay, I'm more capable in trying to find the correct time in small stuff like this than the bigger stuff.
You have insulted me!
Good enough. Okay, let's add sound when we're moving these two. So that will be inside the input handler and not inside the updates. Let's see, let's actually check in menu the update UI, and let's do the tick. Okay, let's do it like this. Audio manager, singleton, play effects, whoosh 1, input dot states is player 1, whoosh 1 is player 1, and if you're going left or right, this is down here. We're going to be playing whoosh 2. I think I want to play the music almost entirely though, super fast, so let's remove these 2 seconds and add 3 seconds down here. We'll see how that's going to look and feel.
You have insulted me!
Oh, yeah, much better. God damn it. Oh, yeah. We don't even need to worry that much. I think I want to give this 1 more second, or maybe 4.5 before they actually load the scene. Of course, loading the scene is almost instant, so no need to worry or bother.
You have insulted me!
Yeah. Maybe we need a few more sound effects. And yeah, for the most part this is probably done. Let's say let's set this to loop. Actually, I want to play the ambient right from the start. It should be, yeah, it wouldn't be bad if we had something that plays you know, as a, well, as a music for the main menu. However, because it's kind of dramatic when you say, you know, you have insulted me and stuff like that, I think it might not even, we might not even have to worry about it. Like, it does make an impact when there is the code and then the music starts. It's I kind of like how it meshes together. It's nice. So let's leave it at this over here. Of course, in your own game, do whatever you want. Okay, and now we have also an ambient sound. Okay, credits, you can see the song I'm using on the credits, and of course everything else is done by me, as always.
You have insulted me!
Which is really cool. This came out perfect. Okay, let's add a sound when we actually select, and this will be again on the input handler, not on the input handler, onto the UI manager. Let's copy one of these, and let's say, where is the ready? On the OK, play effects, let's play H1, or yeah, let's leave it at H1. Okay, now this time let's go add also the more, which is on the main menu manager, onto not on change phase, not on this game routine, no. Select button main. Okay, over here we're going to do application.open URL. Of course, I know the URL I want to open, http sharpaccent.com. Let's try all of this. It worked, and it's over here. Hopefully it's not the first time you see the site, but you know, check it out, subscribe, become a patron. That's all for you. Now that I think of it, of course, it might not be all that ideal, because this is going to be a WebGL, or well, whatever. You never know where this is going to end up. Okay, credits works.
You have insulted me!
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Maybe some text to fight, draw, or something should probably be needed. We're going to think about that for the next parts. I think this one already has a lot going for it, and yeah, okay, let's change one more thing. I want to change is the audio effect. I think, not the audio effect. Let's see, audio manager, update. That's the M. And I think on the game manager, set the update. Yeah, I have this over here. I don't want this anymore. I want to take this from here and say, let's drop it on the audio manager, because we take the audio manager along everywhere. Drop this down here. Okay, then on to no, this is not correct. Let's leave it where that was. Let's leave the game manager where this was over here, and let's say on the audio manager, let's say public bool effect is closed, and on the game manager effect is closed, you're going to say over here audio audio. Effect is closed. Okay, but we still need an audio manager down here. Say effect. No. God damn it. Effect is closed. Okay, let's ignore this. Let's do a cut over here. Let's delete this as well. And let's go and write a new script and say image effect manager. And this should probably be ultimate no, CRT standalone CRT effect. Okay, if key input dot get key code, get key up, something, whatever, key code, and go to the audio manager dot singleton dot effect is closed and set this to audio manager singleton effect is closed but the opposite, and then effect dot enabled equals audio. Yeah, okay, this is horrible. Audio manager audio manager dot singleton a dot effect is closed. And actually, you know what, okay, so where this is going to go now, I have my one effect over here. Drag and drop this, take this, drop, of course if you have bought this image effect. If you haven't, check the course description, it's going to be there. Camera handler, then make camera, and take the image effect manager, drag and drop this over here. So this will just check what the image effect is doing. Let's try this then. Something didn't work. What? Or whatever. We are doing a singleton for this, so why it doesn't want to play? Anyway. Okay, it enables and disables the image effect, and then when you restart the game, it stays open. If it's closed, let's try it with closed.
You have insulted me!
Okay, let's keep this open. Okay, awesome. The UI for some reason doesn't update, which is super annoying. Super annoying. So let's see. I really don't know what to do with this. If it doesn't want to update, actually let's remove the button too. Anyway, okay, I think we are kind of ready to finish with this. We have everything we need.
You have insulted me.
Okay. Awesome. So there's only a few things that left to do, and they have to do with what happens when you die. We're going to make a few options over there, of course, and maybe make a few more levels. I'll see what I can do with it, or what I want to do with that. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's finish this over here. You know how this is and how it goes. Subscribe, like, subscribe, or you have insulted me. And of course, if you like to see more, and if you like for me to be able to keep making more, then consider supporting me either on Patreon or via Gumroad. Okay. You also get, of course, additional rewards depending on your Patreon pledge. So that's it. I'll see you next time.